Who doesn't love taking selfies? HTC has come out with the Desire Eye, a selfie-focused handset that I got to take out in New York City. Starting off with the hardware, you can see that they have a really interesting look and feel with a really nicely designed polycarbonate plastic that doesn't feel cheap at all. Now they have a single pour so that we have the two-tone colors. I've got the blue model, there's also a white and coral version. One thing that I'm extremely excited about is this physical camera button. Now before we get into the camera, which is obviously one of the main features of the Desire Eye, let's quickly get the specs out of the way. Snapdragon 801 processor, 2.3 gigahertz, 2 gigabytes of RAM, a 1080p display, micro SD card slot, which is what we're going to get into right now because I think it is super neat that they finally made a waterproof phone. Now when we look at the mechanism for how this is waterproof, it's interesting that they've made this kind of like a movable part because I haven't really seen that before. If you watch our Sony Xperia Z3 comparison, you'll see that they've gone with the flat method, whereas these guys have kind of got this cool movable part to, you know, do the IP rating. And the other cool thing that I do like about, see if I can get that in, yeah, there we go, about this waterproof device is that on the bottom here, the micro USB port is not covered, so that's awesome that you can just plug it in without having the flap. So they've done a nano coating for waterproofing here, very similar to the way that they've done it on the top with the headphone jack. Now the big feature of the Eye is obviously going to be the cameras. So a 13 megapixel shooter, dual LED flash, and then same here on the front. Now right there you can see a little microphone, there's another one there, and then there's another one down there. So what HTC has done, and this isn't new, but I didn't really realize how cool it was until this event, was that it's actively listening. So if it's like, oh, the background's really loud, it'll actually boost the volume on the call so that you can, you know, hear it better. If it's very quiet out, it won't make the speaker sound so loud. So I thought that was pretty neat. But let's head over to the launch event to actually take a look at the software. Now let's start with the camera software. We have camera, selfie, split capture, crop me in, photo booth, and pan. Now selfie is also obviously the big one because it flips to the 13 megapixel front-facing camera, but one feature that was surprisingly a good time was the split capture, so you can see that there. I took a lot of really fun photos, like me looking at the skyline was a really good one, and then obviously when Todd from Techno Buffalo was taking a picture of me, I was super excited about that one. Now, crop me in, that has to be one of the more fun ones. As you can see here, Darcy from Android Authority and Michael Fisher from Pocket Now were taking a selfie, and then I put myself on Darcy's shirt because he is my biggest fan. Now, nothing else is really too exciting from this except for maybe photo booth, which I am not going to demo for you today. If you're wondering how the footage looks, I did take a little bit when I was on the helicopter ride. I focused more on getting footage with the Re, so be sure to check out that video.
That starts all again. She can't get up anymore with the pain. The combination of these drugs has left her hopeless and lost. She wants to count the ways, but she can't count again.
Thanks so much for joining me. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm Nicole Scott for Mobile Geeks.